All right, hello. Welcome to another video about obviously Marvel Rivals, and I make Rivals videos, so obviously this video is about Rivals, right? And this is gonna be a simple one. And the story behind this video actually is I was going on a rant. I made an entire video. It was a rant. It was like 7 minutes of me hating on Jeff the Shark, but that's not really what my YouTube account is for. I'm not here to spread negativity. I'm just here to say my opinion on Marvel Rivals ranked competitive. Usually, that's usually where my instincts and opinions lie. So I'll just say this straight up at the start of this video, like 35 seconds in. Jeff the Shark sucks. He sucks. And I called that shark the most outrageous slurs you could ever hear of. I think I made slurs up for that shark. And why does he suck? A lot of reasons. But like, comment, subscribe, because I never said it in my video, so I'm gonna say it now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so basically I want to also preface this. When I say he sucks, I don't mean it in a literal way. I mean, he is still a usable character. You can use him, obviously. It's not like you're going to lose the game automatically when you pick him, like when you walk out of spawn, right? But he's very situational. And I also want to say, all of my points are not being made in a vacuum. And what I mean by that is, we all know Luna Snow can technically 2-tap you, 6-tap you basically, but she is never going to do that in game unless you are standing still and she's really close to you, which will rarely happen. So it doesn't really happen that much, okay? That's the point I'm trying to make here with Jeff. Now getting straight into the video, he's annoying. I mean, he's just annoying. He's annoying to have on your team and against you. Why is he annoying to have against you? Because his little healing stream of water, it hurts you now, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, like, at all. But that 1 health per second damage tick, it feels like, it's just so annoying because you could be in a fight and then you take like an extra 2 damage, and it's like your brain knows it's probably from Jeff, but it's still annoying because it has to figure out, oh, what did that come from? And it's just a Jeff sitting in a corner oozing his goo at you. It makes no sense. Second of all, his ult is terrible. Why is his ult terrible? It's because it's not a defensive ult. That is like the entire issue. And it's a very it hinders your team, and it also can help the enemy team. So I was playing a game yesterday actually. The Thing ulted, enemy team, they had a Jeff. The Thing ulted, right? And as he ulted, you hear it's clobbering, and then you hear the swallowing sound effect because their Jeff swallowed the Thing. And by the time the Thing was spit out and the Jeff realized what he did, all of us were alive and we just won the team fight. Easiest thing in my life. So when you have situations like that happening 24/7 with Jeff, that's why it's not a good ultimate. It's also just too slow. That, like, even if you do get caught in it, like as an enemy, it's like, okay, Mag ult, Iron Man ult, Namor ult if they're that good with Namor, Psylocke ult, I'm pretty sure also focuses it. Every ult feels like it counters Jeff's ult, like defensively. Like I love how like every ult that's not a support ult can counter Jeff ult basically. That's what it feels like basically to me, basically. And it also lacks use when you need another defensive ult, because okay, let's get this straight. I am in Celestial high GM, low Celestial elo right now, based off like I'm in 95% of the player base, right? I'm better than 95%. That's what the game says. If you don't have 2 defensive ults, usually that means that you can't make as many mistakes as the enemy team. That's objectively what that means, right? Not objectively, but that's what that means. And if you can't make as many mistakes, you literally have to play more perfect. That's obviously, right? But when you don't have an extra defensive ult, that is bad, right? It's really key. Because again, I'm at the rank where people are not making mistakes, and literally a single one by anyone on your team can lose you a game like that. So yeah, when you have that issue, Jeff is not good at all in the higher ranks at all. He actually, if you go on the Rivals stat tracking website, the official website, he gets worse as you go higher in rank. So, you know, take that as you will. And also, you might be like, hey, Celty, but he heals for like 190 heals per second. I don't care. I do not care at all. Ultron's ult heals for like 300 per second, but guess what ult's still better? Luna Snow's. Guess what ult's still better? Invisible Woman's. Guess what ult's still better? Mantis. You know, like, what are we talking about here? Like again, that's like in that vacuum. Like, oh wait, he heals for that much. I don't care. He still sucks. I mean, he's not even in that dive mode anymore. He can't throw his bubble across the map and help a dive character. He just can't. He literally can't. Luna has Snowflake. Mantis can damage boost. What can Jeff do? Give you a speed boost on a bubble that's like 2 feet away from everyone else on your team? Oh yeah, that's awesome. I wouldn't want that so bad. I want that so bad. Jeff the Land Shark heals and brings 0 utility to the table. As I just said, Luna has her E, which is objectively top 3 abilities in the game. Mantis has Soul Bond. Loki has runes. Mantis can damage boost. Every other support, it feels like in this game, Rocket especially too, they give more utility than Jeff ever will in his life. like ever. Like, would you rather have a Rocket on your team or Jeff? If you could choose one creature, Rocket, yeah, I would too. Respawn Beacon is one of the best tools in the game, at least top 4, right? And that kind of goes into this other issue. You kind of have to, if a person on your team chooses Jeff, you literally have to play around that person. And what I mean by that is, you can't play some tanks into Jeff. You just can't. Like, I don't even think you can play Magneto into Jeff. I don't think you really can, because he doesn't have enough burst healing. He has a lot of healing, yes, that's like the only positive, but it's not enough burst healing. And in this game, burst damage is king. You want burst healing, which is why I get angry when I have a Rocket and Jeff on my team, or a Rocket and Ultron, or a Rocket, or an Ultron and Jeff, because there's no burst healing there. The passive healing is good, yes, amazing, but it's not burst healing. I need at least one burst healer on my team to realistically ever have a chance of fighting. And you know, if the stars do align though, you might get that 900 healing per second that Ultron and Jeff technically could do based off their numbers, right? Yeah, no, that will never happen. If you're a tank player, a DPS player, and your 2 healers are Ultron and Jeff, you're losing the game because they're not good together. And this is crazy. Listen here, look at this, Jeff falls into the Loki paradox, to where if Loki doesn't work with this other healer, they're not good healers. Case in point, Mantis. Loki doesn't work with Mantis. Wanna know why? They both don't heal enough. Now, Loki's the best healer in the game, but he doesn't heal to the level of Invis or Luna. He just doesn't, right? Loki also doesn't work with Adam. Wanna know why? Not enough healing. Loki also doesn't work with Jeff. Wanna know why? Because in the midst of battle, who is Loki gonna copy? His teammate usually. And if that teammate is Jeff the fucking land shark, what is his ultimate gonna bring to the table? We already went through this. Absolutely nothing. At least with Mantis, he can steal a defensive ult. At least with Adam, he can change the tide of a battle. But Jeff the shark, everyone's gonna laugh at you in chat. Like, people on my team, especially, I do this thing on my, like, when I'm playing with Lokis, that be like yesterday I had a Loki copying Iron Fist on accident, I'm pretty sure, because we were destroying the enemy team, but we lost that fight. And Loki ulted in Iron Fist. I'm like, did my Loki just ult in Iron Fist? Oh, is that what I just saw? I said that to the person I was playing with. But yeah, case in point also, Jeff makes the other healer useless. Jeff with any healer is useless. Jeff only works in triple support comps. Jeff is the worst healer in the game because Jeff and Luna won't work. Jeff and Invis won't work. Jeff Loki, as I just said, won't work. He's not good. Jeff and Cloak and Dagger, it won't work. But I do want to add though, Jeff the Land Shark is a joke character. He's not supposed to be taken seriously. He's not. In fact, I want Jeff to be like terrible because he is a joke character. He's not supposed to be, you know, useful. He's like a quick play character, which I'm fine with. I'm completely fine with that. But when you play him in my ranked games, I have an issue with that. That's what I have an issue with, because he's not supposed to be... I don't even think Jeff was like really supposed to be taken serious as a character in this game, like at all. But now you have Jeff mains and one tricks, who are the most toxic people in the game, by the way. And then they play the game and then they just ruin the experience for literally everyone, every player in the lobby. And it's okay, as I just said, to have characters not super viable in the higher ranks. That's okay, because not every character needs to be played at the higher ranks. They just don't need to be, right? Because, you know, the game is about fun. If you have fun playing Jeff, that's cool. Just don't do it in my ranked games because no one else is having fun. You don't go to quick play or doom match, you know. But aside from that, yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I had to get this video out because, again, I made a hate video on Jeff yesterday. I was like, I can't post this. This is not quality content that I like posting. And I don't even know if this video is quality content, but I guess we'll see if you guys like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. I'm so good at this YouTube stuff. Anyways, see you guys on the next video. Peace.